new dawn is rising in Fiji. Not only is the new coalition government ushering in a raft of legislation to create a more open society following 15 years under Frank Bainimarama's more controlling style of leadership, there has also been a gradual bounce back from COVID for the country's economy and tourism industry. But even more importantly, there is a growing confidence as the country is proving it can foot it with the rest of the world in a number of spheres, including on the sporting field. Fiji's dominance in sevens is now translating to a 15-a-side success. In Super Rugby over the past 18 months, the Fijian Drua have gone from plucky bottom of the table battlers to beating some of the best teams in the competition, including perennial champions, the Crusaders.
Fiji! Drop goal attempt!
Riding a huge wave of public support, the team has turned its potential into consistent results, and it recently qualified for the competition's playoffs.
He's a forward balloon!
Ndrua roughly translates to mean sacred canoe, and the Fijian Drua Super Rugby team is not only a vessel to help propel the nation's rugby players to higher levels, but it is also proving to be a means to advance economic opportunities off the field. And even beyond the business and sporting benefits, the rise of Ndrua is a prime example of Fiji's growing belief that it can compete with larger nations. Recently, Pacific Media Network had the opportunity to witness Ndrua's last crucial home game. Along with speaking with fans, players and business people, we were also able to sit down with Ndrua CEO Mark Evans. Mark has an impressive CV in the world of sport, having been CEO for NRL powerhouse, the Melbourne Storm, as well as running two of English rugby's biggest clubs, the Harlequins and Saracens. We started by asking him to reflect on how far this team had come over the last 18 months.
Last year, all credit to the guys, the management, the coaches, the players. They had the most incredibly difficult situation to try and navigate. You know, they were playing out of Australia. They got flooded out of their training camp. They played at a variety of grounds. They had to put a team together in about 3 or 4 months, and they did remarkably well.
And along with success on the field, Ndrua is also proving a commercial success. The franchise is the biggest seller of merchandise and is providing a group of local businesses new opportunities to market their products to a captive audience. So how has the relationship with sponsors changed since Ndrua began?
They were hopeful, but they weren't certain. I think now they go, you know what, this makes perfect sense. We're not doing this just to be good corporate citizens or just because we're rugby fans, but which is all true. Those things are not unimportant. But you look at the numbers now and you just go, actually, you know what? If you want to reach a mass audience in this market, and you look at our partners, they are understandably predominantly Fijian companies. In the long run, I do believe there's enough talent on the island if we get the other pieces right to certainly run top 4. Not next year or the year after, but you know, roll it forward 10 years, maybe 2 cycles, maybe the cycle to 31. By 2031, could the Drua be challenging in the top 4 and Fiji challenging in the 31 World Cup? Yeah, I think they could.
For Sid Chand from the clothing company Jacks of Fiji, the benefits are also starting to flow through to companies like his.
I mean, it's exciting if you see first the Super Rugby team, and as you can see behind me with this atmosphere, it's creating a lot of hype, as in job opportunities for people back here, and at the same time, it's what people enjoy best, rugby. So they can get both. So you get your more employment opportunities, and at the same time, you get to watch what you enjoy, which is rugby.
And do you think having this team based here is also going to be good for Fijian rugby?
Oh, definitely yes, because that also in a way creates boost to the economy. We have teams, these are big teams that are coming into the country, there's flights, there's accommodation that's been hired, so it's really awesome having the team based there in Fiji.
Prior to the game, despite terrible weather, fans were confident of a win.
I definitely think that they will win this game today.
Good chance?
Yeah, good chance. If they can play in sunny weather, they definitely can play in this weather.
We never had this opportunity for a very long time. As we know that global Super Rugby for the South Pacific region was dominated by South African, Australian, New Zealand teams. And this was like the dream of every youngster in the South Pacific country. We've been wanting to have a taste of Super Rugby on a global stage.
And for rugby superstar Lote Takiri, who has played for the Queensland Reds, he wasn't letting any club loyalties cloud his judgment.
I know I'm represented Australia and the Queensland Reds are here, but you know, for the Drua to get in the finals would be amazing. Be amazing for the country. They've come a long way since they've come into the competition. So, you know, Drua for me.
After the game, the home fans were identified as a crucial factor in Ndrua's victory.
We said right from the start last year, the fans, our 16th player or 24th player, but tonight it was something special.
It creates a pretty good atmosphere out there. It's very loud, and you can tell that the Drua boys really feed off the back of it.
The home fans always have our back by supporting us, and like I said, this is their team. We are just here just to don the jersey and play our hearts out, because for the love of our nation.
But also this team's special connection to each other played its part.
I just wanted to thank Dume and the players and coaching staff and management for giving me the opportunity to go home this week and spend a few days with my dad. Passed away yesterday. And these boys just got around you when you get back, and I left my family in Australia and I came back to my family in Fiji. So I just want to thank them for giving me the opportunity to do that. I was able to spend some quality time, and I'll be forever indebted. Vinaka.
And this success will clearly have an ongoing effect on Fiji rugby as a whole.
The Olympics have done it, both in men's and women's team, encouraging both vice versa and all, males and females, for coming through rugby. It's another pathway to go and support their family. So what we show today will encourage more youth groups and kids that are growing up and looking at how we play. It will just boost them to try to make or achieve their dreams that they have been dreaming of, and working harder twice as more and achieve their goals.
Just the level of professionalism that the local players that they can get to gives them a pathway, and that level of coaching that they never had before, and also for the coaches, I think they have you know, got some expertise, have trained and played at a new level, and you know, they're all improving. So you know, I think the sky's the limit for Fiji rugby.
If you can be more successful on the global stage in your chosen sport than you traditionally were, that has undoubted benefits, both psychological and economic, to the people of the country.
It's been great having these teams, and you see the support and what it means to Fijian people, and this is a really, as much as I guess Tony and I are hurting, you know, it's obviously an important moment for Fiji rugby.
Created history today, 15th team. I'm sure it's going to build up and be helpful to flying Fijian's team, and it means a lot. It means a lot to his nations. The women winning the Super Rugby Australia competition 2 years in a row, and I think we're following their footsteps and trying to make the playoffs in our second year, and hopefully we can keep going.
As CEO Mark Evans says, Ndrua's victory also carries great weight for the country.
It's difficult until you come and live here to actually understand how important this sport is. Not just to the Itokai people, but to the Indo-Fijian people as well, who, although they have very few of their community who play the game, they follow it, they support it, and they watch it. So it's the biggest, it brings the whole nation together, and that's important here. It gives them a sense of pride that it's their team on their island. That's really important. There's no other pro sports team playing out of Fiji in any sport than this. And we've now shown we've got a big audience.
Ni kwa wakando ni do loma roa takana ni matachimi vanua na matachimi Drua na kuni wakapakarongo kitua na dhaka sarchiko bakokoa waka kemni na numachiko ni kemami maiba lebu ilu tunga na kuni sot ni sparai au badale kemdo mundo tokona chiko ni matachimi go mal tangana ni yerna ni Torabura bakaro tungo kemami dhaka sartunga bakade baka lebu kabakandende na kuni kemami sela lesu ngabi kemni na matandende na kuni betokun
Apa tamangu